and welcome back to my channel. I am making another 30-minute meal because everyone seems to be loving the 30-minute meals, obviously because they're great midweek meals, they're healthy and they are certainly delicious. So today I've chosen something from my book 30-Minute Indian and I'm going to be making pickle spiced chickpeas. They've got so much flavor from all the pickling spices, not pickling spices what you see in the UK, but pickling spices that we use in the Indian pickles, and that's where the chickpeas kind of get all the variety of flavors in such a simple dish which is ready in no time at all. Okay, so I'm going to start by chopping up some onions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. That's the most important thing. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the recipes and you continue to make delicious food. So the recipe actually calls for 2 onions, but this is really massive, equal to 2 medium onions. So take 2 medium onions or 1 large and just roughly chop it up. So the onions are chopped and ready, and now comes the fun part, which is collecting all the different seeds that go into the spice mix, like the pickling spices. So there are a handful of seeds, but they are all the seeds that I've used previously in my recipe videos. So I'm hoping you will have them all. They are basic ones, so it's not something that you can't find easily in a supermarket. Let me show you what I've got. So going to start with the fennel seeds, 2 teaspoons. Next I've got these nigella seeds, also called onion seeds, 2 teaspoons. Next some mustard seeds, so a teaspoon of that. And a teaspoon of the evergreen cumin seeds. And the last one is fenugreek seed. So for this recipe, a hot pan, and I'm using some mustard oil because mustard oil is what is used in pickling spices in India, and it's absolutely safe to use, so don't worry. So need 4 tablespoons of mustard oil. The most important thing is get it hot enough that it's smoky before you add anything to this. So the onions are chopped, oil is heating up. I'm going to chop up 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Okay, and you can see it's really smoky. Now you reduce the heat to lowest, let it get the smoke out. That is very important. And once you give it a minute to let the smoke settle a bit, then I'm going to add the seeds, and along with the seeds I'm going to add 4 dried red chilies. Come on, light. Yeah, might be able to see better. And the seeds will release all their flavor in the oil. Just smells amazing. So give it a few seconds to kind of sizzle before I add the onions. Now I'm going to give the onions a good amount of time, so I'm going to give it 8 good minutes to get golden brown. The onions are cooking and I'm just grating 3 fat cloves of garlic, and once I've done this, I'm going to drain out 2 tins of 400 grams of chickpeas. If you have more time, you can soak the chickpeas overnight and cook them in the morning, but that defeats the purpose of 30-minute meals. I use a lot of tinned chickpeas. Not to make proper chole, but I do tend to use a lot of tinned chickpeas and throw it in salads, throw it in curries, make some burgers out of it, like you name it, and I use it for that. Once you've given it good 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes, to kind of cook on its own pace, you're going to add the garlic and give it 1 minute and keep everything ready for the next step. The spices going in next are easy. A teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of turmeric, teaspoon of chili, teaspoon garam masala, teaspoon sugar. That's really important to balance out with all the seeds and the tomatoes that are going to go in next. And a teaspoon of amchur, which is dried mango powder. And a tin of chopped tomatoes, or you can use 4 fresh tomatoes as well. 200 ml boiling water. 2 tins of chickpeas. all smells so good. And now all you do is give it a good mix. Because everything is already cooked, the chickpeas are cooked, tomatoes are cooked, we have cooked the onions. This only takes around 10 to 15 minutes on low heat. So I'm just going to put a lid on this and cook this on a bit of low medium-ish heat, not higher than that. Okay, my timer has just gone off and it's been exactly 10 minutes this has been simmering. And I know you can't smell it, but I'm going to tell you that it smells amazing. And obviously this is optional, but you can finish it with some coriander leaves. Okay guys, so here it is, pickle spiced chickpeas ready in 30 minutes. They smell so delicious, and I have to say they taste very different to the normal Punjabi chole. If you've tried my chole recipe before, then this does not taste like that at all. Just like I've got so many variations of chicken recipes, I think I've built up a lot of variations of chickpea recipes as well. As you can tell, I love both the things. I would eat it with some onion pulao, some plain rice. I would eat it with anything. Roti, puri, paratha, whatever you like. Even whatever is left, take it for your lunchbox with the side of a sourdough, slice of sourdough, or a white toast with lots of lovely butter. Whatever you do, you must try it. And all those who will ask me for a written recipe, you can find it in 30-Minute Indian. I'll leave the link in the description. Let's eat. It's so hot. As you can see, it's smoking hot. Smoking hot. That's beautiful. That is delicious. It's got all these lovely flavors, but you won't be able to tell me exactly which seeds are in there by eating it, because there's just a nice warm feeling and you know there's lots happening. So I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon for another new recipe. Bye for now.